2021 was a really hard year, and no one really knows what's in store for us in 2022. There's probably going to be some shitty stuff that happens in the world. But in this video, I want to focus on 3 habits, 3 transformational mindsets that each and every one of you can implement into your life to make 2022 as absolutely amazing as it possibly can be. The first thing that I think it is so important to do, especially after what has been a very overwhelming 2 years, is to actually say no to things. Not in like a super duper selfish way, but almost a little bit selfish. You gotta be a little bit selfish to take care of yourself, which is important. So you can't possibly say yes to everything. There is so much noise in this world, whether that's people asking you to do things, which sometimes you should do if you care about that person. But there's advertisements constantly being thrown in your face. There are all sorts of opportunities. You can get just shiny object syndrome, and you can see someone else doing something really amazing and analyze your own life and be like, I'm not making $100,000 with NFTs. I should go do that. And maybe you could, but the point is to kind of tune out all the noise and get in touch with what you really want. And a way to do that is just to say no more. And that's okay. Like, I say no to a lot of things because if I said yes, I would be totally overwhelmed and I wouldn't have the mental energy and capacity to, get creative, to make videos like this, to do the things I love and spend time with people I love. So you gotta kind of prioritize things. It's okay to feel a little selfish doing that because you deserve it. Number 2 on my list, and this is so important, and I'm constantly surprised by how people don't take this seriously or don't prioritize this, is to pursue and follow your interests. I mean, that is like the foundation of feeling fulfilled. I mean, this could be so many things. This is like acting, theater, dancing, painting, art, sports, like all sorts of different things could interest you, could make you curious. And when you find something that you are naturally curious about, that you look at and you're like, that seems really cool, let me try that out, you owe it to yourself to go do that, to at least go experiment with it, to try it and see what happens, because that could lead to some really wonderful things. If you've watched my channel, you know that I love the concept of experimenting. With cameras, that's what I do a lot of, is just kind of try new things. I'm experimenting and learning just making this video. So try to keep yourself in that naturally curious state where you get excited about any little thing. Kind of be a kid again. When there is something that you love, that just makes you happy to do, please just don't give a shit what anyone else thinks about it. It might be hard to ignore what other people think. I'm not saying that's easy, because we do tend to value other people's opinions, but I think that's absolutely something we can all work on. Just do what makes you happy. I think it's really kind of as simple as that, and we tend to overthink it and get in our own way, self-sabotage, do so many things when it's really kind of simple. Follow your passions, do what you care about, what makes you happy, and stay curious. I think that's a pretty simple formula to having a great life. Oh man, it is extremely cold right now, like 7 degrees, but I want to come out here to almost give a bonus tip. It's called like 2.5. And it's about the philosophy Memento Mori. And Memento Mori basically means remember death, literally, and then also, essentially, remember to live. It is this ancient Stoic philosophy, because when you start to really internalize that you just have one shot at life here on Earth, that dictates how you act in pretty much every situation. Knowing that you're gonna chase your dreams, you're gonna do what makes you happy, and you're gonna do the little things too, like go outside for a walk on a freezing cold day because you love nature. And you're gonna be kind to people. So while it might sound initially like a little morbid to think about death, it's a pretty incredible thing to do, to meditate on your mortality. I would highly recommend practicing that, trying that every day. I think about that every day. Am I living the way I want to be? Because, hopefully in like 100 years, I'll die, but technically you could die any moment, and that's what makes life so precious and worth living. Keeping that in mind is going to really allow you to be present in moments that matter to you and appreciate everything in life. The third habit that you should absolutely implement, no matter who you are, in 2022 and for the rest of your life, is to practice getting out of your comfort zone. One of my all-time favorite quotes is by Eleanor Roosevelt, and it is, do something every day that scares you. This has seriously stuck with me for the past couple of years, and I try to do something, whether it is little or big, literally every day, that scares me. That gets my heart beating a little bit. That makes me feel uncomfortable. I absolutely love the channel Yes Theory. Their motto is seek discomfort, and when you think about it, getting out of your comfort zone is one of the best ways to grow as a person. You can meet new people, you try new things. You become more self-confident because you start to care less about what other people think about you. In the spirit of seeking discomfort, I'm about to go on a run, even though it is just 16 degrees and I'm wearing this ridiculous looking purple headband thing. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Staying warm is important, so I guess here we go. I really don't want to do this, but another part of me does, just because I like to challenge myself. But this is going to be tough, I think. Oh my god, this sucks so much. Do you hear that wind? I'm only 0.5 miles in, and this is so hard. I'm at about 2 miles now, so I think I'm going to turn back. Look at this. I'm just in the middle of nowhere, and the frozen bay is over there. This is actually pretty hard. Whew. I just got back, and even though it was tough, I'm glad I did that. It felt good, just to try something new. It was good. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I am really excited for this year, to say the least. And I'm just an optimistic person in general. And I know that's not always easy when you can look around and see like the world crumbling. But a lot of this comes down to realizing what you can control and what you can't, and just being at peace with what you can. If you learned something from this video and if you enjoyed it, make sure to share it with someone else who could apply some of the same lessons to their own life. And by no means am I saying all of this because I've mastered these topics, these things, and now teaching them to you. Most of the time when I make these videos and give you all advice, they are things that I'm trying to reinforce in my own life too. I have some very exciting projects in the works that I am just so stoked to release to you all. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.